Bubbles, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a super exciting video. I have tried to film this. This is my 5th take of doing this video because I'm just so excited, filled with emotions, and I don't know where to start, where to end. The first place I know where to start is, no, your girl is not pregnant. I am not pregnant. I'm not. I totally get when people do announcement videos or my exciting news or I have something to tell you, people think like, you know, someone is pregnant, but no, I am not pregnant. Hopefully, God willing, in the future with the news I'm about to tell you right now. If you guys follow my vlog channel, you would already know this news, and some of you kind of already know because I showed a little snippets of some stuff on my Instagram, so make sure you guys go follow me there. I upload also every Tuesday and Thursday. YouTube is still kind of, I don't know, whack with the whole bell notification and all of that. I saw someone comment saying that they unsubscribed, subscribed, and then clicked the bell, and that helped, so maybe try that. Don't unsubscribe though, subscribe please. But I upload every Tuesday and Thursday just to like alleviate that whole headache. Let's get into my announcement. Glenn and I have bought a house. And I am so excited. You have no idea. We just opened escrow 2 weeks ago. We had home inspection and all this nitty gritty stuff, signing our lives away with so many freaking papers. And we're about to close very soon. Today is April 1st. Happy April Fools. Well, it was yesterday when you watch this, but I don't plan on playing any pranks on anybody. At least I don't think so. But today is the last day where Glenn was like, dude, it's so crazy. This is going to be the last day where we pay rent for this house because our rent is so expensive. It's basically a mortgage. And plus, when you add in dogs and stuff, everything goes even higher. And we just feel so blessed that we're able to just give our notification of our 30 days. And wow, like what the heck, you guys. I just want to say thank you so much for you guys following my journey, supporting my channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't get my campaigns, my sponsorships, anything that's going on because I need my audience and for you guys to support me. You guys are there for me, and obviously it's not a one-way street. I put in a lot of work, and obviously I need my audience, so it's like we are yin and yang, you guys. I just want to say thank you so much for all the support, like all the love and emotional support as well. Whenever I feel down or whenever some crap is going down, you guys really uplift me and just keep me going. And I hope I make you guys feel the same, like happy and excited. And I just want to say thank you, seriously, from everything of my entire body and the bottom of my heart. I want to say thank you. I also just want to ask you guys some questions, like would you guys be interested in clean with me videos, organize my kitchen, organize my whole new beauty room? Would you guys want to see that whole entire process of all of that? Dealing with the whole home buying process, we're going to do that on our vlog channel because this is mainly a beauty and lifestyle. So I figured, you know, organizational and styling, you know, my beauty room and all that. I think you guys would be interested. Let me know down below. I just feel so blessed because I'm excited to do those types of videos. Like I want to personally do them because over here, obviously, since we've been renting, I can't customize walls. I can't do stuff like that. I don't know, you're limited, you know. I don't want to like make shelving and all that because then we're gonna have to take it down, patch it up, and when you rent, it's like you're so limited on stuff. So I'm excited to finally like do everything that I wanted to do to a house and just make it our true home. And wow, I can't even believe I'm making this announcement because it's been such a big goal of ours and we finally achieved it. And I'm just so glad. Like we got a fire basically lit underneath our ass. Like the owner's gonna sell this house, but he hasn't sold it yet, obviously, and it's just crazy because I think in the beginning we were so nervous because we're like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do now? We're gonna have to find another house, and then we're already paying so much here, and every place we were looking at was like $500 to $1,000 even more for rent because rent is constantly going up in LA and California. You guys, it's crazy expensive here to like get something like decent and a safe neighborhood. It's like $700 and up. It's crazy. It is crazy out here. I wish we could relocate, but we can't because of Glenn's job. And, you know, our family is here. We have to stay here for our family and for our moms specifically. Like, I could never leave my mom. Glenn doesn't want to leave his mom. We're here right now. Maybe in the future we'll move out of state. But, yeah, it's crazy expensive. But that's why I feel so blessed we're able to, like, achieve this goal because it was just on the top of our list. And I'm just like, every day I keep waking up and I'm like, dude, like this is so crazy. Like Glenn can't believe like we just gave our last rental payment today, April 1st. It's like, wow, like that's it. No more rent. Now it's going to go towards us and our future. We're investing in ourselves. Excitement right now, I think you guys can tell. I just feel so relieved and so happy and so proud and blessed and just so many emotions. It's amazing. Like my throat is getting all like choked up and stuff, but It's just amazing. But okay, so now onto March favorites. Your girl is, I know I am not that brown. You guys, I haven't said brown biscuit because it's been like fall and winter time, and now it is finally spring, which is why I put this lipstick on. I don't even know where's my lipstick is, but it's the Flower Beauty one. I'll link it down below. The Miracle Matte, my favorite formula. But your girl's a little bit brown biscuit, right? I'm not as light as my wrist. Like, I'm a little bit more tan, but what's been helping me is my Loving Tan. I'm just like, dude, I just need some color on my body. Like, I just feel so pale, and I want to be like bronze and all that and golden. So this has been helping me. This is what I'm using right now. I'm using the 2 Hour Express. I like the 2 Hour Express just because it dries right away. It works just as good as the 6 hour one. I don't think the color develops any differently or splotchy because it is an express one. I have the shade dark. This is the darkest one. I wish they had ultra dark, but they don't. That one's just in the regular line, which that one is my favorite shade because I really want to be brown biscuit. But I love this stuff just to kind of put some color on, just so it's not like not immediate. It looks more natural. Someone says, oh, like, have you been tanning? I'm like, oh no, it's like fake, and they couldn't believe it. And yeah, so Loving Tan is my favorite. It's the best. And what I'm super excited about is now it's available in Ulta. I think it's only online though, because I told this one dancer, oh, get it, it's the best. She went to like 3 different Ultas. She's like, yeah, it's only available online. I was like, oh. It's available online still. I personally haven't seen it in store. I went to Ulta a couple weeks ago and I didn't see it. And I didn't ask anybody, but this stuff is the best. If I really want to be super bronze, I would use the ultra dark one. That one is my favorite, and then I'll even double layer it. Like, I'll put it on, and then after 3 days passes, I'll do like a second coat, and it just looks so natural, you guys. I swear by this stuff, especially because I don't want to be out in the sun. You have to protect your skin. There's so many things that can happen. I don't, not even just like aging or wrinkles, like skin cancer, so you just don't want to mess with that stuff. So I absolutely love Self Tanner, and I highly recommend it if you ever just want to be like bronze goddess. Next up, my favorite freaking cheek palette. This is from NARS, and this is the Exposed Cheek Palette. This is probably my favorite palette they have ever come out with. One, look at the packaging. It is absolutely sick. I just used it in my recent video. Go check that out. I use a ton of new products, and I am just so excited about this cheek palette. It is one of my favorites. You can go on my channel so you can see how it performs. But what I love is that on Sephora, I noticed that they did swatches on light, medium, and dark skin tones. Now NARS has been coming out with like a cheek 1 and cheek 2, where it's for like light to medium and medium to deep. So I really appreciate that, because before NARS, they would just launch like one palette and then that was it. So this one is universal. This one does have a little bit darker shades, but they do show up on deeper skin tones. Like I said, they showed all the swatches on Sephora's website, so go check those out. But I love how they do like a cheek 1, cheek 2, so that the palette is more universal for more skin tones. Back in the day, they only had they would only have one set palette, and a lot of the palettes I would love like 1 or 2 shades, but then the rest would just look so ashy on me. I would never even bother to buy it because it was too light for me. So now I really appreciate how their expansion is just much better now with their line. And their highlights, you guys, I have been raving about their highlights. Their highlights look so sick. Like, they literally melt into the skin. They just look so bomb. Like, they have been my favorite highlight. I'm going to say I kind of like it more than Becca, just because it gives like that really nice glow. You still can work with it so it's like super blinding, or if you want it a little bit more faint where it's kind of like strobing, but you have to have a light hand, you can. And then it just melts on its own without having to put like setting powder. Without having to put like setting spray or anything to make it melt. It is bomb. Like, it's probably one of my favorite highlight formulas right now. And I think they have like the top one because it just looks so good. Next up, I have my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. Now, I have noticed in my Laura Mercier powder, I was like, dude, I'm already running out. Like, how? I had it for several months, but when I looked at it, there's only like a third left. And I'm thinking, I know where it's getting wasted. When I bake. Now, I don't want to use my expensive Laura Mercier powder when I bake, because you're just wasting powder. Like, you can use a cheaper powder, and this is what I've been using. It is a little bit on the strong stark side, but I don't really mind it because once you blend it away, it does go away. And I just like it just because it's cheap, affordable, it does the job. If you guys are baking with your Laura Mercier, other translucent powders do the same exact thing. It's not going to stop creasing from over here. We want the creasing to stop over here. The main part is like the under eyes to set. Over here, I don't really care about using my expensive powder. So I've been using the the Wet n Wild. This is actually really good underneath the eyes, but don't put too much though because you can get a flashback. But when I put it on my face just to bake and I brush it away, it doesn't affect this area when I take pictures, so I really love this. I know people usually use the Fit Me powder. I still haven't gotten one in a lighter shade, but I know people swear by this too, just in case I have people say, oh, try this one. Like, trust me, I've been wanting to. I just haven't bought it because I have that powder and I kind of want to use what I have. Next up is a foundation. It's the one I'm wearing right now, and the NARS Radiant is still my favorite. It is just so long wearing. It looks so beautiful. It gives me a really nice, just fresh look, and it lasts so long. Because I want to bring up this foundation. I do love it. The Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. Super similar to the NARS one. It looks a little bit more dewy though, but I love the way it looks. The only problem is that it's not the most long lasting on me. It probably wears off in about, I would say like 7 to 8 hours. It does say it's like a 14 or either 16, but to me, it starts wearing off and kind of looking a little, I want to say, it's just fading a little bit. Like after, I would say 7 to 8 hours. I do have to powder, I do have to touch up, but it does look super beautiful. So this one's kind of like a love-hate relationship. Like I'll wear it when I know I don't need to wear it for like 10 plus hours, that's for sure. Because I don't mind like touching up. I usually have to touch up regardless, but it just looks so beautiful on the face and it looks very, very natural. So when it comes to body wash, I'm done buying the Bath & Body Works gel washes for like, I don't know, 5 for 15 or whatever they usually are, like such good deals. But you know what? That stuff does not moisturize my skin, even though there may be aloe vera and all this stuff and shea butter. Nothing compares to my skin when I use Dove. This Dove one right here, this one is the Purely Pampering Coconut Milk with Jasmine Petals Body Wash. This one is so good. It smells so nice and soft. Any of the Dove ones that I use, after one shower, I was like, whoa, my skin feels so soft. And with my Bath & Body Works, I like get out the shower, I pat dry, and I look ashy immediately. Like nothing feels soft or soothing on my skin when I use that. And this has saved me. So unfortunately, I am done with the shower gels from them. I mean, they smell good. I like the cuteness of the new scents and all that, but I'll just stick to candles and hand sanitizer. But regardless, Dove is where it's at. Dove just makes my skin feel so freaking soft. I'm not like an ashy mess. I don't look like concrete. So MAC came out with the Boom Boom Bloom collection, and they came out with a Cherry Blossom Max Fix Plus. This stuff is amazing. I am going to buy probably 2 backups because I'm obsessed with the scent and I just love it. I mean, I use Max Fix Plus for a lot of stuff, just to refresh my face, take away the powdery look, to help spray like my highlights too, just to make them even more wet or illuminate them more. This one, it smells so good. When they came out with those limited edition scents, now they have some of them permanent, except the one that I loved, Yuzu, which is citrus. But now this Cherry Blossom one is probably my favorite one. I didn't think I was going to like it because I'm kind of like, with Cherry Blossom, it's not really my favorite. But this smells like powder plus cherry blossom plus like an angel put its tears into this bottle right here. Now for me, I like Jouer, but there's a lot of products that don't really stand out to me. Like I love their highlights. I like their duo blushes. Those are some of my favorites as well. But now they came out with some bronzers, and this duo bronzer, I have it in the shade Sunkiss and Sunset. This one's medium to deep. I will say they need to expand into a third palette because the light, medium, super light. This one looks like just straight medium to me. The darker shade just pull a little bit darker than what you would think, but when I used it in that other video, trying new products. Blends like a freaking dream. If you have issues with blending out your bronzer, which is me sometimes, well, sometimes it's because my brushes are dirty, but you know, like those bronzers that just look muddy immediately and you try to layer them, this one you can layer. It blends out beautifully. It's like airbrush. It is probably like my favorite high-end bronzer ever. And I don't really have a lot of favorite high-end bronzers like at all. So this one is definitely top of my list, and I use both shades. I use like the darker one and I use the lighter one to kind of airbrush it out. But I'll use each of them individually. It's like my favorite duo, like almost holy grail status. So I hope they don't get rid of it because it looks so good on the skin. Okay, so let's go randomly into a WOMP. I only have one WOMP for this month, and it is the Confidence in a Foundation from IT Cosmetics. I gave it like a whoop and a womp because I said pros and cons to it, but now it's just a womp for me. I tried it several times again when it got a little bit hotter with the weather because we've been kind of having like chill, like whatever weather, but now it just started hitting like the 80s again in LA. And I tried to wear this and my foundation broke up and looked like crap. And I was like, whoa, what the heck? It lasted so long. And I'm thinking, okay, weather, my skin is changing. I'm getting more oily now that the weather's warming up and things are changing. This looked like crap. So I was like, okay, let's wear it again. I wore like 3 or 4 days, 3 days, probably 3. Let's just say 3 to be safe. I wore it 3 days and it looked like crap on my skin. I was like, wow, I don't want to put this on my face. I definitely prefer their other cream foundations, the CC Plus, the matte one, any of the Bye Bye foundation. Every single one I love except this one. It just did not last. It broke apart and it looked terrible. Like, I was like, what the heck? It looks so good. Like, I love the longevity, but like I said, the weather was just chill. I wasn't sweating. I don't know. And now it just looks like crap on me. So yeah, definitely a womp, unfortunately. Now, I have a love-hate with this one too. Like, I like it, but I can see why people don't like it. And it's the Urban Decay Reloaded. First off, I just want to say I just love how sleek and pillowy packaging. I love the shades in this. It's a very good neutral palette. I like how the pans are larger on the more used like transition shades or base shades. But I could see how someone can be like, well, I have all these shades in my other palettes. I get it. It's definitely true. I have these shades in a lot of palettes. Do I not like it? No, I do like it. I think it blends out beautifully. It works well. Except this one shade just didn't work out. You're going to have to watch that video to see which one. But this is what it looks like if you haven't seen it. It's actually more beautiful in person. I feel like the camera doesn't really pick it up. I mean, I really appreciate the palette, but I can definitely see a lot of people saying, it's whatever. And I will say, do you need it? Do you peak glitter for it? No, you don't need it. No, I don't peak glitter, but I do think it's not a bad palette. So if you're a makeup lover, I feel like you would just collect it just because you're excited and you're just like a naked palette collector, then yeah, you should get it. But if you're someone where you're kind of like, should I get it where it's like life-changing? No, but it's a good palette, but it's not like life or death. Then the palette I have been enjoying is a Wanderlust LA Girl palette. This is a $10.99 palette. It is super cheap, and I've been enjoying it just because there's some fun colors. I mean, you guys don't see me every day, but I've actually been rocking some pops of colors. Even today, I just did like a bright look, and I used these 3 shades right here, and then a little bit of the shimmers and stuff. But I really love this palette. I think it's so good. There's absolutely no fallout. Like, their formula is really good. Like, you literally shove your brush in there, no fallout. I feel like my voice is so shaky because my throat is just so parched and I just feel so like, oh my gosh, like I finally said my announcement and I just can't believe it. And yeah, okay, that was the end of my March favorites, you guys. You guys didn't know. All right, my pineapples, I love you guys so much. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. Thank you in advance for all the sweet comments. Everybody just congratulating us and how excited you guys are and all that. Thank you times a million. All right, my pineapples, I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Mwah. Woo!
Here we go, it's all about you, it's all about me, it's all about what we do. Making art, you and me, trying to find something to believe.